There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down, dancing to his left, and he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Jones completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead. And
now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Josh Lambo lining up.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A 7-yard.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Yard gain on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And
give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Right back to him on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado.
Laviska Shenault.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Jones, off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll go with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
6-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Complete to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
4 yards on.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Jones. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now Austin. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. You're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figured they're going to throw the ball. And when you call it running, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
D.D. Westbrook on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, 79 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Josh Jones in on the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Packers 21, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 37-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Salvon Ahmed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
The game at 21 apiece. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And this will go as a gain. The 30-yard line.
With the handoff.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get. Packers have to clean up and make tackles.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Back one. Under press. Under press. Under. Now. You
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
It's it 3rd and 4.
Hey, 626.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Got first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, and that's caught inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Packers 21. Josh
and Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Jones, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
49-yard line.
Back to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Devin Funchess. It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Today's final.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Jaguars, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1.